In the heart of India's Bandipur Reserve, a vast and breathtaking sanctuary, wildlife thrived in peaceful harmony. Towering trees swayed gently as sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, creating golden patterns on the ground. This reserve was home to many incredible animals, but one elephant, Lakshmi, stood out. Known for her intelligence and gentle nature, she was admired by visitors and staff alike. However, something strange had been happening. Every day, at the same time, Lakshmi would walk to a particular spot near the river and repeatedly strike the ground with her trunk. At first, people thought it was just a playful habit, but as the days passed, curiosity turned into concern. What was she doing? Why was she so focused on this one place? Whispers spread among the visitors and staff. Some thought it was a new way of finding food. Others believed it was part of a mysterious elephant ritual. But one person, a young biologist named Aisha, had a different feeling. Lakshmi was trying to send a message. Lakshmi's strange behavior quickly caught everyone's attention. At first, visitors were fascinated, watching as the massive elephant rhythmically struck the ground at the same spot every day. But fascination soon turned into confusion. Why was she doing this? Was she looking for food? Was it some kind of secret elephant ritual? The reserve staff couldn't ignore it either. Tour guides whispered theories to their groups, and photographers tried to capture the unusual sight. Some believed Lakshmi was simply playing, while others thought she might be sensing something underground. The uncertainty made people even more curious. Among them was a young biologist named Maya, who'd spent years studying the animals of Bandipur. She had always believed that every behavior in the wild had a purpose, and Lakshmi's actions felt too specific to be random. Watching the elephant day after day, Maya felt a growing sense of urgency. What if Lakshmi was trying to warn them about something? Determined to find answers, Maya began following Lakshmi on her daily walks. She observed every movement, taking notes and analyzing patterns. As she studied Lakshmi's behavior, one thing became clear: this wasn't just instinct. The elephant was trying to communicate something important. Maya couldn't shake the feeling that Lakshmi was trying to tell them something. Determined to uncover the truth, she decided to follow the elephant more closely, tracking her daily routine and noting every detail in her field journal. Each day, at the exact same time, Lakshmi walked to the same spot near the river, lifted her massive trunk, and pounded the ground with rhythmic force. But as Maya observed more carefully, she noticed something strange. Lakshmi wasn't just hitting the ground randomly. It was almost as if she was mapping it, searching for something hidden beneath the soil. The more Maya watched, the more convinced she became. Lakshmi's behavior wasn't instinctive. It was deliberate. The elephant's deep, intelligent eyes seemed to plead for someone to understand. Maya's heart pounded with excitement and concern. What if this was a warning? What if something dangerous lay beneath their feet? She started recording her observations with greater urgency, marking patterns and sketching the area. Every minute spent with Lakshmi made her more certain this was no ordinary elephant behavior. Something was buried here, something important, and Maya was determined to find out what it was before it was too late. Maya was convinced that Lakshmi's behavior meant something important, but not everyone agreed. When she shared her concerns with Rohan, an experienced forest ranger, he shook his head. Elephants do strange things all the time, Maya. Sometimes there's no deeper meaning, he said, trying to dismiss her worries. But Maya wasn't ready to give up. She turned to Aditi, the reserve's veterinarian, hoping for support. Aditi listened carefully and nodded. If Lakshmi is this focused on one spot, there has to be a reason. Animals sense things we can't, she said. Encouraged by Aditi's belief, Maya decided to take her investigation further. She collected soil samples from the area Lakshmi kept striking, hoping to find clues. Meanwhile, whispers spread among the reserve's staff and visitors. Some thought Maya was wasting time, but others grew more curious. Something was hidden beneath that soil, and Maya was determined to uncover it. Maya's observations led to one undeniable fact: Lakshmi always returned to the exact same spot. It wasn't random. It wasn't instinct. It was a message. Determined to uncover the truth, Maya gathered a small team, including Aditi, the veterinarian, and a few volunteers. With shovels in hand, they began to dig. The sun blazed overhead as sweat dripped down their faces, but they refused to stop. Lakshmi stood nearby, watching them closely, her deep eyes filled with something that almost looked like relief. After hours of careful digging, Maya's shovel hit something hard. A deep, metallic clang echoed through the air. The group froze. Brushing away the dirt, Maya's breath caught in her throat. Rusted metal, corroded and broken, peeked through the soil. Her mind raced. This wasn't just any buried object. With growing horror, she realized what it was: an old landmine. Silence fell over the group. The weight of the discovery settled in. If Lakshmi hadn't warned them, someone could have stepped on it. Maya looked up at the elephant, a mix of fear and admiration swirling inside her. Lakshmi hadn't just been acting strangely. She had been trying to save them. News of the buried landmine spread like wildfire. Visitors whispered in shock. Staff members exchanged worried glances. And soon, word reached the local media. Reporters swarmed the reserve, eager to cover uncover the unbelievable story of an elephant discovering hidden danger. Maya knew the situation was serious. If there was one mine, there could be more. But when she informed the local authorities, they brushed it off. "It's an old relic, nothing to panic about," one official said, dismissing her concern. But Maya refused to let it go. "What if someone steps on another one?" she argued. "We can't wait for a disaster to happen." With authorities slow to act, Maya took matters into her own hands. She reached out to organizations that specialized in landmine removal. Every moment counted, and she wasn't about to let bureaucracy stand in the way of saving lives, both human and animal. Maya's frustration grew as the authorities continued to delay action. Every hour that passed felt like a ticking clock, counting down to a potential disaster. She knew she had to act fast. Through a friend, she contacted a landmine removal expert from an international organization. The expert, located thousands of miles away, agreed to help, but only through remote instructions. With no time to waste, Maya and her team, including Aditi and a few volunteers, prepared for the dangerous task ahead. Lakshmi remained close, watching intently as if she understood the urgency. The team followed the expert's step-by-step guidance, carefully digging around the mine to prevent any sudden movement. Then, just as they were making progress, dark clouds rolled in. Thunder rumbled, and within minutes, heavy rain poured down, turning the ground into thick mud. Visibility dropped, and the situation became even more dangerous. Maya's heart pounded. They were running out of time. The storm made everything harder, but giving up wasn't an option. With determination, the team pushed forward, knowing that one wrong move could mean disaster. Their only hope was to stay focused and trust that Lakshmi had led them here for a reason. Rain poured down, soaking Maya and her team as they worked against time. The mud made digging harder, and every movement had to be precise. One wrong step could trigger the mine. Lakshmi stood nearby, unmoving, her eyes locked onto Maya. It was as if she knew how much danger they were in. Following the expert's instructions, Maya and Aditi carefully exposed the rusted device. The air was thick with tension. Every breath felt heavier. Then, click. Silence. Maya froze, her heart hammering. Had they set it off? But then, the expert's voice came through the radio. "You did it. It's disarmed." Relief crashed over the team. Some cheered, others collapsed to their knees, exhausted. Looking up at Lakshmi, Maya felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. The elephant hadn't just saved lives, she had proven that animals could understand danger in ways humans couldn't. The news of Maya's discovery and the daring operation spread quickly. Reporters flooded the reserve, eager to cover the story of an elephant who had saved lives. Lakshmi became a symbol of intelligence and bravery, her story inspiring people around the world. The authorities, once dismissive, finally took action. A full investigation was launched, leading to the discovery of more hidden explosives. Thanks to Maya's persistence and Lakshmi's warning, the reserve was made safer for both animals and visitors. Maya was praised for her determination, but she knew the real hero was Lakshmi. Standing beside the elephant, she gently placed a hand on her rough skin. "You knew all along, didn't you?" she whispered. Lakshmi responded with a soft rumble, as if acknowledging the bond they had formed. The experience changed Maya forever. She had always believed animals were special, but now she knew just how incredible they truly were.